Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Bluegrass Dreams of Seams. My name is Cheryl, and as promised, I have been sewing. On Monday, I did start this muslin part for the Essential Denim Dress by Sew Different. Start a picture right here of the pattern, again, to remind you. Other reminders I want to remind you of is those size charts. You have the size charts to size and try to pick your size, but that finished garment chart is in centimeters, which is no problem for someone who's used to sewing with centimeters. I was fitting on the imperial size chart, which is right here, between the 20 and 22. But when I converted the numbers on this finished size chart, which is right here in centimeters, I discovered there's a 5-inch ease in the bust line consistently all the way across for the US numbers. So I don't want 5 inches of ease right here. It's too much. That's a lot of fabric, 2.5 inches, that is going to get in the way. I would assume it'd be 2.5 inches. So I decided to cut a straight 16 to see what that would do. And it is fine, except when I sit down, it's a little tight in the hips. So I thought, well, maybe I want to just add a little bit more, starting somewhere around the waistline and going down so that I have a little more ease when I take the side seams. So that's what I did. I did correct that. Another thing I did was I didn't think this was cut in enough. So I cut in a little bit more, just between like right here and here, about 3 inches, maybe 4. I cut in a little bit more and then eased it back out where it would blend back into the seam allowance. And here's some pictures of me wearing this muslin. Now, I don't think it's the most becoming color for me. And neither is the blue, really, but I feel like I'm wearing a hospital gown with no ties and a pocket in the front. That's exactly how I felt when I first put it on. I thought, this is a hospital gown, you know. And I was really debating whether to even go forward and just say, you know what, surprise, I cut out something different. But I decided to go ahead and give it a shot because I really did want to make this dress. And I do want to make it out of the denim. So here's the blue, and here's the pictures of me wearing the blue, just so you get an idea. Changes I made, again, were just minimal things with the seam allowance on the sides and in the back. So here's the back, which lays so much smoother. I did French seams, and I felt like that really made that lay a lot smoother. This is not finished here or here. I'm going to do that after I get done talking to you. I added some top stitching here, just one from my machine, to hold those French seams down. So here's a dress a little closer, and I realize you can't see the top. I want you to see that embroidery work, I really felt like added something to this. Not real happy with this one here because as you go down, it looks like it just jumps. Here's a close-up of what that looks like on this side. Happy Halloween, everyone. And this has been looking like this since Thursday night, except for that. I just purchased that yesterday, laundered it. That is going to be the contrast that I'm going to use with my denim. I bought this down at Muffin Sewing Emporium. Now, the denim came from Hobby Lobby because it was on sale. But I went down to Muffins and I fell in love with that because it is a stripe. And I thought, you know, finish that neck edge and that, possibly maybe the lower edges of the sleeve to just have something different. But what I was looking for was that pocket piece. This is the way it's shaped. This is the shape of it. Now this part right here to this dashed line actually gets folded to the inside. So that's the part that will be striped. I don't want 3 layers of denim. And I'm going to show you. Here's what's the upper part of my dress skirt on the right side. You see the waistline here. This lower edge of the pocket, this part, gets stitched to this edge right here, like that. And then this is folded like this. Let's see if I can do this. And voila, there's your pocket right there. But see, I would have 3 layers of denim if I did that. You can see that right there, I hope. Just felt like that denim would be too thick. And so I opted to change part of it to this so that it's not too bulky. Now, what I want to do tomorrow is go by Calico Country, and hopefully they will have a multicolored thread that looks similar to this that I can use to do my decorative top stitching or any embroidery stitches that I might still want to play with on my machine, the built-in ones, to decorate up the center panel there and the top edge of the pocket, because you know, if there's a seam there and I'm going to stitch that down, I kind of like to have something right there. I think that would be pretty. So that is my thanking for this dress. I hope to have part 2 of this video up by Sunday afternoon to wrap this whole series up on this pattern. So that is it. Happy Halloween, everyone. My grandson is on his way over, so I have to skedaddle. Again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your lovely comments. So happy Halloween, and I look forward to sharing more about this dress with you on Sunday.